Ladies and gentlemen, if you've clicked on this video, the title is probably intrigued you because you want to know about testicular pain that is immeasurable to any other pain I have had in my life. It's not like I have the best pain tolerance in the world, although I think everybody, whenever they bend their pinky toe when they hit a, fridge or a washer, or they hit, like a coffee table or something to that effect, we all get resorted back to, I'll sell my soul for this to go away. Oh God, why does it hurt so bad? Oh, I want to throw up. We've all experienced pains like that. I, however, have never broken a bone, so I can't say that I have experienced immense pain as far as that is concerned. But after today's story, you will understand a type of pain that is repetitive, incomprehensible, and just straight up dumb. This all started many, many moons ago when I was working at a retail establishment and was about to finish up my shift. As I was handing my last customer their change, as I was getting ready to hand my last customer of the day their change, I dropped the change into their hands, and as I let it go, this knuckle, this guy right here, was the start of my undoing. I don't even know how this happened. I can't even comprehend like anything about how this even went down. But what I can tell you is that the momentum of my hand came down and hit the right one. I don't know how I didn't have any regard for myself. I didn't necessarily think that was even going to happen. But the point is that knuckle hit righty, and any guy can attest to this, that I would much rather be kicked full force with like a steel-toed boot rather than getting quickly flicked or something to that effect in one of your testicles, because that is just like it's like a piercing nausea pain. Like, it is just, oh my God, it is so horrible. We don't have any protection. We just got a bag that holds 2 giant grapes. That's all that it is. There's nothing protecting them. That's why they developed cups for baseball, which, by the way, screw baseball. I always hated baseball or playing it. I'm not a big fan of it, but no, like, oh my, anyway, that's completely a different story. Maybe a different video. So I completely obliterate myself with my knuckle, and somehow I keep it together with this customer. And I think I said something to the effect of, have a great day. And they left, and I dropped to my knees, just like a sack of potatoes, just gone. It was horrible. My boss came over and demanded to know what was wrong with me. And I, through wheezing and, some very, very particular words that I was trying to say quietly because there still were other, customers that were around, she proceeded just to laugh at me. So there was no emotional help in that aspect whatsoever. And I was just like, oh, great. Oh, well, at least that'll never happen again. Now, at this time, I did not drive. Everywhere that I, had to go at this point of my life, I think I was maybe 19 or 20 or something, but I didn't drive yet. Everything was very, very close. I just walked everywhere. Walking home after that one hit was horrible. Like, it was just like this piercing pain every single time. I was positive I damaged something. I'm pretty sure I can't have kids, if I'm being 100% honest. Is this video going to need to be age restricted? So like I said, I was still living at home with my parents, and I come home, sit on the couch, and I am just like, oh my God, like, why does it hurt so much? I barely even, like, I didn't even give any oomph. Like, it was just it was like that, like it was like that, it was yeah. Again, worse. But then again, I've never had cause that much damage ever. I'm sitting on the love seat trying to just gather my entire being of like, okay, when's this pain gonna go away? Oh my God. To which my younger brother, who I think was maybe 6 or something at the time, we always had this thing where it was like from Drake and Josh, like, my brother, and like we'd give each other a hug or whatever, and that was how we always greeted each other after school. He saw me and he shouted, brother! And he jumped, and I watched his knee in slow motion just come down and get closer. Like, this all took place like in a matter of like 2 seconds, but for me it lasted an eternity. He dropped full force onto my testicles and completely obliterated me. I pushed him off of me, and I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I almost threw up. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like that was like I could feel them. It was both. Both of them got completely crushed by his knee, and I was just, oh my god, I was contorting. I was writhing. I'm like, why is this happening? Oh my god, 2 times in one day. Then I went to the basement. I went to the basement, and we had a pool table down there, and I can't remember why I was even there or what I was doing, but I ran right into the corner of the pool table, just full on, like, I think I was looking at my phone or something, and I nailed myself again. Then a friend of mine showed up, and their truck was parked in the yard, and we were standing outside smoking a cigarette, and I might as well have had like a ice pack on me at this point. I was just like, oh my god, oh, this is so horrible, this is so bad. I'm like, this is so fucking bad. I had never once been like taken advantage of in that vulnerable of an area, like in a non-good way. He then says, oh, hey, hold on, I want to show you something. Let me drop my tailgate, right? And as he does it, the tailgate drops in the corner. I don't even know how this happened, but the corner of it dropped, and I was standing right in the drop zone of this thing, and the corner nipped me in the balls. Just totally took me down. So that, my friends, was number 4. Number 4. Usually around that time, that's when somebody should just lock themselves in a bunker and just stay away from any blunt or sharp objects. Just live in nothing but a big pile of pillows, because at least then maybe you'll be safe. So my friend has a good laugh, and somehow I limp through us talking outside. Finally, I'm like, look, I gotta go inside. I can't take this anymore. Then Luke calls me, and he says, hey man, what are you doing? And I said, I am in so much pain right now. And he says, well, hey, you still coming up for Monday Night Raw? Because there was a time that I really was into wrestling. Like I made sure every Monday, you know, like it was just an awesome, awesome thing. I loved it. And I remembered I had promised that I was going to go, and I can't remember if I got a ride or if I walked, but all I know was that this battle was not over yet. Before I left to go to Luke's house, our cat, Georgie. Now, Georgie is respectively named after Georgie in Stephen King's It. We're a big fan of the book and the movie, and we love Georgie. Georgie is, you know, he's our cuddle bug. He's a really big, fat cat. He's a really big, fat cat. I'm on the recliner, and he jumps up onto the back of it. And it scared me because I'm like rocking at this point, and I'm like, whoa, geez, man. And immediately I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like covering myself just in case. At this point, it had just become like second nature at this point. And I look up at him and I go, oh, hey, bud, what you doing? And he lunges off, and you guessed it, lands square on my ball. What? Was there just like a fuck you magnet that was just attached to my balls? Like, I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense. There's still 2 more left. It was a total of 7 times. It was ridiculous. I have never in my life had that much pain. The 6th time, the 6th time. The 6th time. I'm over at Luke's place, and I'm in the living room, still in pain, but I'm trying to make everything work to have a good time and watch Monday Night Raw. And he's sitting next to me, and his mom comes in and goes, man, what's wrong with you? Are you all right? And I'm like, no, I got nailed in the balls 5 times today. Luke looks over at me and goes, what? 6 times? I freaked out. I went full Hulk mode, just like stood up, started screaming. I was just like, the pain was so secondary at this point because I was so mad. I pulled up my fist and I was like, ah! Like got like super close, and then I got the better of myself, and I'm like, nope. I need to back up as I wheeze and almost throw up or whatever. It was so bad. I genuinely have no idea how I did not throw up that day. Because if you get hit in the balls hard enough, I've heard that it can make you puke. I've never had it happen to me, but I've had the nausea, and it sucked majorly. So I leave Luke's place later on. I know for a fact I walked home after that because I was just a basket case of a person, just completely just lost on myself. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this is probably one of the worst Mondays. And it was a Monday. I didn't even think about that. Oh my God. But we still haven't gotten to the 7th time. So I finally make it home, and the place that I lived at that point had a beautiful backyard with a picnic table. I remember thinking to myself, once I made it home, I was like, all right, all I got to do is just go inside. I'm just going to bed. I was tired at this point, but I wanted to, you know, have one more cigarette before I went to bed, you know, so I take out my pack, I grab my lighter, put the cigarette in my mouth, and as I'm walking forward, and the corner of the picnic table makes contact with the dong and the boys. At that point, I just curled up into a ball and just kind of laid on the ground and waited until there was probably nothing else that could hurt me. And I walked into the house like this and just walked around. I just eventually went to bed. Thankfully, there's been no crazy side effects or long-lasting, you know, damage from this. But what I can tell you is that when you get nailed 7 times in the balls in one day, makes you aware and very paranoid. I can't believe I just made this video.